because when I did it, I realized it had a problem. It had a mistake. Whenever you could subtract, all the y's would cancel, and there is no way you would get the value of y. But this first question for it, it was okay. So let us look at it and do its correction, just for the sake of those who failed. The question was, but I want to thank those who passed it, however. A number consists of two digits whose sum is 7. A number consists of two digits whose sum is 7. If the number formed by reversing the digits is less than the original number by 27, what does this statement mean? If the number formed by reversing the digits is less by the original number, this statement means if you get the original number and you subtract the number got by reversing these digits, you get 27. Many of you failed on this statement here. So this was a challenging statement to many of you. If the number formed by reversing the digits is less than the original number by 27, it means when you get the original number is the one which is bigger. When you get the original number and you subtract the number got by reversing the two digits, you should be able to get the answer as 27. So let us now move on. We don't know what the number is, but like we did the other example, we can say let the required number be xy. But this number is always in base 10. By the way, for your information, any number, if we don't put the base, it means automatically that that number is in base 10. Unless you have specified and put there the base. Let's say told you it is in base 2 or base 3 or what. But if we don't put the base, it means the number is in base 10. Take note of that. So the required number is xy, but the question says the sum of the two digits is 7. It means when I get x and I add y, I get 7. That's what it means. Sum. Sum means addition. Now I go to my second statement. If the number formed by reversing the digits is less than the original number, it means when I get the original number xy and I subtract the number got by reversing the digits, the answer is 27. But since this number is in base 10, if you remember very well what we did, the base here is 10 and the power here is 0, the power here is 1. So it means x times the base, which is 10, then to power 1 plus y times the base, which is 10 to power 0. So it gives us any number to power 1 is that number. So 10 to power 1 times x is 10x plus y. In short, if you have your pen and book there, you write this number and put the base as 10, then the power is 0 and the power here is 1. Then you expand it, you'll be able to get this. Try to do it aside. This is our number and it is in base 10. Put the base as 10, then the power here is 0 and the power on x is 1, then expand it. You'll get 10x plus y. The same thing happens here. We have yx, but the base is 10, So the power on x is 0 and the power on y is 1. So that one becomes 10y minus x. However, some of you failed from here when you forgot to put this in bracket. The whole number, we are subtracting it. So when you get two numbers like this, always put them in bracket. Because if you don't put them in bracket, you are only going to consider the minus only for 10y, which is wrong. Because this minus, this negative sign, is supposed to affect the positive sign of x. So don't miss the point there. So this is equal to 27. I have 10x plus y, then minus 10y, then this one will be a minus x, and it is equal to 27. So 10x, when I collect like terms, 10x minus this x, the answer is 9x. Then y minus 10y, the answer is negative 9y. It will be equal to 27. Then I divided by 3 out, and I remain with x minus y equal to 3. Now this becomes my equation 2, and I solve it simultaneously with equation 1 there. And when I do that, this is equation 1, this is equation 2. Now here I want to eliminate x. I don't have to multiply because here the coefficient is 1. So I should have multiplied by 1 here, and we get the same thing. Here the coefficient is 1, so I should have multiplied by 1, but it will give you the same thing. So what have I done? I've just subtracted such that x becomes 0, and then this is positive y minus y. The answer is 2y. Then this is 7 minus 3. The answer is 4. When I divide by 2, I get y is equal to 2. When I substitute y is equal to 2 in, for example, equation 1, I will get x to be equal to 5. So our number was 52, was 52. I want to thank those who passed it very well. Yes, and that is it. It was out of 7 marks. For number 2, we eliminated it because I realized all the y's would cancel. So it is invalid, it cannot work out. So we eliminated that one, which was for number 2. Maybe if there is any question here, before I take you to something else, if there is anything that you have not understood yet, you can ask. But I'm thinking it is clear for now. Is there any question? I think silence means no question. This boy called Abel Moses, you have not connected your video. I don't know if you are seeing what I am having on my screen.
Teacher, I can see.
Can you see, eh? Okay. So today's topic is here. Expansion of algebraic expressions. This is the most important topic in mathematics. Anyone who does not know how to expand does not know mathematics. Like I told you, I've given you a few examples, but I want you to understand them. Now, consider a product of A plus B and C plus D. Let's say we are having A plus D and we are multiplying it by, A plus B, and we are multiplying it by C plus D. I'm saying this product can be written as, so product means multiplication. So this one can be written as A plus B into C plus D. When we have brackets, that's what it means. A plus B into C plus D. So this is a product of two functions. This is the first function and this is the second function. And we are multiplying it. We are multiplying them together. So we want to expand. Expand means open the brackets. Open the brackets. And there you have to be very careful not to make any mistake. So I'm saying, suppose we let C plus D, this C plus D, suppose we let it to be equal to U. C plus D, we say it is equal to U. That means A plus B into C plus D will be equal to this one, A plus B into C plus D. But C plus D, we are saying that it is U. So that's why I'm having A plus B into C plus D equal to A plus B times U, whereby U is equal to C plus D. So this is the easiest way of expanding this, such that I open my bracket here and I will have, that means opening bracket means I multiply everything inside by U. So this one will be AU plus BU. That is AU plus BU. This one, okay? Then now I can bring the value of U and put it there. But U is equal to C plus D. So it becomes A times U, which is C plus D here, then plus B into U, which is C plus D. And finally, I open bracket again. I will have A, C plus A, D, then plus BC, then plus B times D, which is BD. And this becomes my answer because it cannot be collected like terms. So in short, when you are having A plus B into C plus D, it is the same as you are getting this A and you multiply it by the whole of the second bracket, which is what you are seeing here. A multiplied by the whole of the second bracket, which is C plus D. Then plus B and multiply it by the whole of the second bracket. So A times the second bracket plus B times the second bracket. Now note, if this one was a negative, then you would have said here minus B into C plus D. I want to have two questions from only this first example, from only this part before we start expanding. Is there any question? Any question? Please, you must understand this.
I didn't understand.
Didn't understand?
What if A is negative?
What if A is a negative? Okay, let me repeat it. I'm saying the simplest way of expanding this. Now, this is what we are expanding, okay? We are having two brackets and we are multiplying them. I was telling you the simplest way is to let this second bracket to be equal to U, which is what you are seeing here. Let the second bracket to be equal to U. That means this function now is going to be A plus B times C plus D, but you are saying C plus D is equal to U. So where there is C plus D, you put there U. I think you are there. When I open this bracket, it becomes A times U, which is AU, plus B times U, which is BU. I think you are there. But u, the value of u is c plus d. So where there is u, I put there c plus d. So it becomes a into c plus d plus b into c plus d, which is u. U is c plus d. And I open bracket for the second time, I will get ac plus a d plus b times c, which is bc, plus b times d, which is bd. So in short, we are saying when you are having two brackets and you are multiplying them, you will get, if someone asked if this was negative a, then here you get negative a and you multiply it by the whole of the second bracket, just as you see where this one ends here. A is for the first bracket. I multiply it by the whole of second bracket, which is this. Then plus b, which is this, and multiply it by the whole of second bracket, and then I open brackets. Note, if this is a negative, then you take the number the way it is as a negative. So this one would have been minus b. Take note, minus b. If this a was negative, then this one would have been minus a. And a negative times a positive, the answer is a negative. Yes, Gideon.
Excuse me, teacher.
Speak louder.
Is it
I can't hear you.
must for
Speak
you
up.
to use, teacher, is it a must for you to use you?
To use what?
You.
To use u. No, it is not a must. If you know how to expand directly, then you can just start from here, by the way. If you know how to expand properly. You say a times the whole of second bracket, which is c plus d. Then plus b times the whole of second bracket, which is c plus d. Like I've been telling you, I will be fine with it, no problem. I will give you all the marks. A times the whole of second bracket plus b times the whole of. So the terms of the first bracket, you multiply them by second bracket, each one at a time. I think that one is okay. We can go to the first example here. So our first example is here. 3x plus 2 into 5 plus 4y. Now, for someone who does not want to use u, this person will just get 3x and multiply it by the whole bracket, which is 5 plus 4y, then plus 2, and multiply it by the whole bracket, which is the step you are seeing here. Three x times the whole bracket, which is 5 plus 4y, then plus 2 times the whole bracket, which is 5 plus 4y. Alternatively, we say let this one be equal to u, and if it is equal to u, then what we are expanding here, 3x plus 2 into 5 plus 4y will now become 3x plus 2. And where there is 5 plus 4y, we put there u, like this. Then we open the bracket, we get 3x u plus 2u. But u is equal to 5 plus 4y. So where there is u, we put there 5 plus 4y, and we shall have someone is asking, can you use any other unknown apart from u? And the answer is yes. But you only use, for example, if you want to use y, you make sure that what you are expanding. So this one will now be 3x into u, which is 5 plus 4y, then plus 2 into u, but u is 5 plus 4y. And when we open bracket, but like I told you, someone could skip this. You just say 3x, which is for the first bracket, you multiply it by the whole of second bracket, like you are seeing there. 3x times the whole of second bracket, then plus this 2 times the whole of second bracket. And you start from here, you'll get all the marks. So let's open the bracket. 3x times 5, the answer is 15x. Then plus 3x times 4y, the answer is 3 times 4 is 12, then x times y is xy. So the answer is 12. 3 times 4, the answer is 12, xy. When I get x times y, the answer is xy. Then plus 2 times 5, it is 10, plus 2 times 4, y, which is 8y. And this is my answer. 5x plus 12xy plus 8y plus 10 is the same as this. Okay. Can I have questions from you now on this? Ethan, you have a question?
I was asking if they can use any other letters apart from XY in the question.
Yes, they can. They can use Z, they can use M, anything. You get that, yeah? Anything can
Yes.
be used. But, yes, Gideon.
Teacher, so it means like when they give you x and y in the equation, you're not supposed to let it be y or x. You're supposed to use any other unknown.
Yes. If in what you are expanding, you are having there x and y, then you cannot say let this one be equal to y. Because it will confuse you. So you call it any other unknown, for example, M. Okay, let us look at example 2. Expand, we have x plus 3 out of 5, then into y minus 4 out of 5. Like I was telling you, someone can skip all this. I think you have understood the procedure. You just get x multiplied by the whole bracket, then plus 3 out of 5 and multiplied by the whole bracket. But if it is a negative, then you carry it with the negative. So from here, why can't you just say x into y minus a quarter, x into y minus a quarter, then plus 3 out of 5 into y minus a quarter. Alternatively, you let this one equal to u. I used U just to help you, but it is not important in your answers. So when you are answering, that letting U is not important as long as you know what to do. So I let U equal to Y minus a quarter. That means this expression now becomes x plus 3 out of 5 into U, because U is Y minus a quarter. So this becomes, when I open bracket, it becomes XU, think you agree, XU, then plus 3 out of 5U. But U is Y minus a quarter, so I just substitute. Where there is U, I put Y minus a quarter. Y minus a quarter. Then finally, I open the bracket. X times Y, the answer is XY. Then X times negative a quarter. The negative remains because X is a positive and a negative a quarter. So the answer is XY minus X out of 4, or a quarter X. They are the same. X times a quarter, you multiply X by 1 and it is X over 4. Then plus 3 out of 5 Y. 3 out of 5 Y. You can see when I multiply. Then when I multiply here, you remember when we are multiplying fractions, we multiply the numerators together. So this will be 3 times 1, which is 3. Then 5 times 4, which is 20, but it is a negative. But it is a what? A negative. So my closing remarks, I'm saying you can skip this step, and you just get your X from the first bracket times the second bracket. Then plus 3 out of 5, which is in the first bracket, and it is a positive, so that's why I'm saying plus. If it was a minus, if this was a minus, then I would be having here minus 3 out of 5 times that. Take note of that. If this was a minus, I would be having here minus 3 out of 5. Because here it would have been X minus 3 out of 5 into U. So it would be a minus here. So, and when you are multiplying fractions, keep remembering that it is 3 times 1 out of 5 minus 4. I mean 5 times 4, which is 20, but it is a negative. Okay, questions now on what we have expanded together. Because I want you to expand these questions correctly. I don't want anyone failing again. And you people, you have a problem of not handing in the work.